Lego. Lego.
Play.
Yeah. Big bags, big checks all summer with a big bag. Big checks all summer with a fat bag. She a gangster and a woman, she get real classy. Women's needed no discussion, she get real nasty. For real when I'm on big bags, big checks all summer. Big bags, big checks all summer with a bad bag. She a gangster and a woman.
Big bags, big coops all summer. Your man's bumming, hit him with a bag of something. Big gun.
Play.
What's up? What's fly? And what's happening? Welcome back, inmates. You are tuned in to another episode of Behind Bars, the podcast that goes behind the bars of local and international artists, as well as discusses the culture in real time. Because as I always say, a life lived, it's a bar. I am your hostess with the mostest. I'm Miss Playboy, and it's season 4, and we back, and we so excited. We got some really dope guests this season. And today is no different. We got some people falling through. We got a surprise guest. Y'all gonna be shocked that they falling through here one more time. And I just want to let y'all know, if you haven't already found out, you should know by now, is that we are now on iHeartRadio. We are on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on Amazon, and you can hear the audio of every show. And we are going live every Monday night, as usual, on YouTube. You cannot view us on Facebook anymore for a number of reasons. We're not going to go live on Facebook. You will be able to catch clips from the episode, but we will be live on YouTube every Monday night. And then the audio will be available on all the major platforms the following day. So y'all make sure that y'all tune in for that. And also just keep in mind that our jackpot this season is going to be split between one of you guys, one of my inmates, you know, because I call my listeners inmates, is going to be split between one of you and then an actual inmate. The way that we're going to do it is, if you know an actual inmate, then when you win, you can provide that information, and then I'll send the other half to them. If you do not know an inmate, then we know plenty here at Behind Bars, and we'll make sure that they get that. And so keep those things in mind as we're going through this season. It is our intent to be a blessing to those people, because, you know, it ain't easy. You know, we don't judge on, you know, what the situation is, how they got there, but we just want to be a blessing to them. Now, I want y'all to get ready, because we got a fly young man coming through here today. And when I tell you he fly, I'm not just saying that. He is a Detroit native by way of Virginia. He's an ex-high school athlete turned college athlete turned entrepreneur. He's the creative mind behind the Star Player clothing line, as well as the owner of Star Player Media. He attended Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and he says that he is his own motivation along with my Dukes. I want y'all to give a warm Behind Bars welcome to Mr. Zay Booker.
What's good? Let me get the star players in the chat go crazy. 5 stars in the chat. 5 stars in the chat.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you for
I'm so excited to have you here, Mr. Booker. Before we get going, I want you to shout your people out, because I don't want them to be mad at you.
I want to give shouts to my mom, very supportive of you, very supportive of me. I appreciate you for always having my back. Shouts to my dad, Chris Booker, always having my back too as well. My grandparents, Star Player Media, Star Player, everybody watch my Star Player Media, reels, pictures, likes pictures, everything. Everybody wearing Star Player all across the world. I appreciate y'all, and we just only gonna get bigger, and it's only the beginning right now. So we're just warming up right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Star Players in the building. But I told y'all we had a special guest. We gonna smooth it out for this fella, because I know y'all thought he had fell off the map, but he's still my baby boy without a doubt. Returning to Behind Bars is my ex-co-host. He's still my son, and I love him. Y'all give it up for my baby boy, Mr. Big
The local
Play.
neighborhood player is back.
Big time player in the building.
I'm back around, man. What's going on, y'all?
Big Play in the building. You know what, Play? I'm so glad that you was able to join back today for this episode. I thought it was only fitting because your homeboy is on here and you speak so highly of him. And I just wanted you to be in on this because we wanna show him the proper love. So y'all give it up for Play and Zay in the building today.
Appreciate you for having me back.
For sure. You know I fire you, but I let you back.
I can never be fired.
Yeah. So listen, this song that we looking at today, that y'all gonna help look at, I know it's before y'all time, but it's timeless. It's a classic. And I think it kind of ties into the mindset of an entrepreneur or somebody that's doing something extraordinary that's outside of what people consider to be the norm or the safe thing. And so that's why I wanted Zay to join us for this conversation. It is by Mr. 8Ball and MJG. I say MJG, my cousin. His name, Michael J. Goodwin. Shout out to Cuzzo. Shout out to Cuzzo. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the first verse. We're gonna play the first verse, and then we're gonna come back and chop it up. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's get it.
All right, let's look at it.
The name of the game is get no sleep. Mash on niggas and always roll deep. Non-stop hustle means all profits double. Young nigga trying to see rocks like Barney Rubble. Vampire, circulate when the moon rise. Do dirt when most people got closed eyes. Rodent, living off garbage and scraps. Niggas wouldn't even fuck with me if I didn't rap. Thinking about that, man, that's just another trap. Another nigga dead from another nigga strap. Space age in every thought and everything I write. Living for today, a nigga might die tonight. Just because a nigga think I'm a celebrity. They wanna rob and jack and try to bury me. Forced entry embedded in my memory. Fighting sleep like Freddy Krueger trying to get me. In the mix, I wanna see it, not hear about it. If a nigga wanna see it, gotta be about it. Can't do without it. Seeing till my life end. Every night, daylight catch me up again.
It's gonna catch me up again.
Gonna catch me up, gonna catch me up again.
Some people are getting up when I'm just getting in.
It's gonna catch me up.
Some people are getting up. And I'm just kidding. That is, boy, we used to ride to this. Listen, Zay, Mr. Zay. So there's some bars that I picked out that I want to kind of, get your views on. So he come right out the gate. The name of the game is get no sleep. Mash on niggas and always roll deep. Non-stop hustle means all profits double. Young niggas trying to see rocks like Barney Rubble.
He was spitting on that one.
he talking that talk. So I'm looking at you. You're still a student, right?
I took the semester off.
Okay, you took the semester off. But in the process of being a student and running your own company, you're a CEO, you got a clothing brand, you're doing the media thing. So what does sleep mean to you? What does sleep look like to you?
Let me start by saying I'm glad I'm young, because I don't know what it's going to look like in a couple of years, but I do get minimal sleep, but it's okay. I can function off of it. That's all I know. I just got to, as long as you know your body, and as long as I know, like, let's say I got to work at, let's say 12 p.m. As long as I go to sleep by 7, like I'm not like sleepy, but I have to tell myself to go to sleep. I'm working on something, so it's like I have to know myself, know my body, know what I have to do the next day. It really just depends on my work or what I do the next day, really.
Did you say as long as you go to sleep by 7, like 7 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am. I don't need, as long as I could close my eyes for like maybe 2 hours and get some sleep, I'll be good for the next day. Like I can function. I'll be good. Like throughout the day, I won't like be drowsy or nothing. Like it's just very weird, but it's like my whole life I just been like that. Like waking up to go to football practice, early in the morning, you just gotta get up and go sometimes and get yourself ready for the day. That's all I can say about that, really.
Right.
So you played football like play. Now play you like I would often say your whole life you never had really free time. So you always had a full schedule. You rap and you do stuff like that. Do you kind of think like him as long as you can get a couple hours or if you can close your eyes for a minute, you that's good?
I mean, I kind of conditioned myself that way just because, like you said, when I did have a full schedule and I do got to get up at 6 a.m. and 5:30 and stuff like that. I just, like he said, I condition myself as long as I can give me at least 5 hours. I'm straight. 4 5 hours, I'm good for the next day. I ain't gonna be too.
It's all a mind
We,
thing for real.
yeah, we can make this work. But if you just
Yeah.
like, man, I didn't get this amount of sleep, I'm gonna be tired. Yeah, you're gonna be tired for sure.
Mm. I mean, I get it. The name of the game is getting no sleep. And I know people say that all the time. I can sleep when I'm dead. But when I listen to a lot of really successful people, and they often talk about self care. And so, how do you balance the nonstop hustle because you're trying to make profits double? How do you balance that with making sure that you show up as your best self?
I think because I enjoy what I do, it's not really like a work thing for me. So like it's really just me going throughout my day and doing what I choose to do. So I'm choosing. Like I was doing the media stuff and the clothes fashion stuff before I was decided to put a brand on it and make it a work thing. So it's really just like it was a hobby before I made it work. So it's just really just fun to me. So my day is really just me being myself and doing what I really do. And then I happen to put up my brand on it and make some money off of it and just call it a job for
Right.
real.
Oh, it's like they say, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Right. Yeah.
I
That's the
feel
goal.
that. I feel that. So I'm saying, and this I used to call play this all the time. I used to call him a vampire. It's a vampire circulating when the moon rise, do dirt when most people got closed eyes, rolling, living off garbage and scraps. Niggas wouldn't even mess with me if I ain't rap. That part of that verse really kind of, I don't know, it hit something with me. How closely do you guys think the lifestyle of an entrepreneur is to the lifestyle of a hustler, like a street hustler? How closely related are they?
I know for me, I grew up just watching like the paid in fulls, the hustle and flows, just seeing people get money in the streets.
To me, they directly related. I look at it like, all right, for on the entrepreneur side, you got to put money into something that you don't know for sure gonna pop. And as a hustler, you don't always know in the streets what you putting your money to into. You don't always know if it's gonna sell or pop or do what you needed to do to make your profit. So you, at the end of the day, it's risk and reward. As an entrepreneur, you taking the risk. All right, I'm gonna start this business. I don't fully know if they're gonna mess with it yet or not, but I like this idea, and I like it for me. That's where it starts. Once you like it yourself, and this is like, man, I'm just gonna try it. That's the risk right there. And you got to put money into it to try and see your money back. You still gotta, even when you get your money back, you still gotta go. You gotta get more supplies and stuff for your business. You gotta get more clothes and stuff. Same way as a hustler in the streets. You
Right.
hustling. Once you're done with this, yeah, I got all this money, but I got to use a lot of this money to go get
You got to
this
re up.
again. Yeah, I got to re up. I got to go get it again. So I got to keep on grinding so I can start seeing the profit margin I'm trying to reach. And
Right.
as far as no sleeps, long days, and short nights, all of that is still the same.
They go together, right?
And like they don't teach
Right.
you that in school. So like for me, I put down to my business as well. Even now, like Snowfall,
Hmm.
Black Mafia, like even like all that is really lessons. Like even for a young entrepreneur like me, if you were never to see that, you would never know. Like, oh, I could approach a person this way, and like it's just like all communication is different. Like for that, I just take it that way and put it into my business. Even my workspace is the 9 to 5. Everything is helpful for real.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And when I say, like he say, living off garbage and scraps, I know all the time that don't mean that he literally in the gutter, but it means sacrificing, going without stuff, and that's what I know. Like I'm like you, I grew up around a bunch of hustlers, people in the streets. And I know at one point, every one of them that end up getting big money, I remember a time when they was walking around with nothing, when everybody was flossing. What does that do for you as an entrepreneur? Perhaps like what does that do to fuel the entrepreneurial spirit?
I know for me, like I like just even think about it, like I love that. Like I love the underdog stories. I love the gotta come from nothing to get to the top. Like I think that's part of everybody's story. Without that, then like your story is like nobody want to hear a person that just had everything and just like nobody really want to hear that. So if your story, if you got some struggle in your story, then that's like you need to use that and use that to push you to the top for real. You gotta go to practice, bro. You can't just go to the court and ball like me, bro. You don't get like it don't happen like that.
That's the shots in the gym, huh?
You gotta get shots up.
You gotta get them up. You gotta get on that gun, the shooting gun.
So when you say this part right here, I kind of thought of I thought of both of y'all when I heard this end part. When he say niggas wouldn't even mess with me if I ain't rap. I know you don't necessarily rap, but you're in the spotlight like a rapper, right? I'm talking to Zay.
Yeah, I make a little music too, though. I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
See, you left that out, Zay.
It's coming. I ain't played it out yet. I really just do everything. Little Kanye West vibes.
Yeah. Okay. But do you sometimes feel like, man, and this for both of y'all, play you too. You sometimes feel like, man, if I wasn't out here doing this, a lot of these cats wouldn't even fool with me like that. How do you navigate it, Zay?
I know for me, growing up, I was the only child, so I've always just been to myself. So like, I never really cared about what other people thought of me, or like, I just know myself. So
right,
like I know from like right now, my schedule really is to go to work and come home and do some more work. So I'm not really too worried about
that's what's
people.
up.
Yeah, so that's what it is for me.
What about you, Play?
I always thought like that. Like, if I wasn't the person that I am, like, been good in sports, do this, do that, rap, do this and that, how many people would I not see or not talk to or not communicate with? And I don't really try and navigate through it and, like, try and weed through it. I just let time tell for real, because you're going to stress yourself out trying to figure that out.
That's true.
But it's definitely, what if, just in case people around, like, just in case he, you know?
Oh, man, wait a minute. I like that. What you call them? Just in case
in case people. They want to be there just in case star player blow up and be a
But you can feel that energy, though.
Right.
They want to be there just in case Play blow up and he, the next rapper that's making songs with everybody's favorite artist. Like, they want to be there just in case of that. But you can kind of feel it a little bit, like he said.
I'm still in that, just in case. Zay, so and I know you don't focus on it, but you gotta know that there's some people who don't believe this star player gonna ever pop. But just in case it do, I gotta stay close enough so I can have a part of it.
Yeah, and you gotta give them like just like they're staying close. You gotta give them a little piece of food just so they stay close enough, but they're not getting too close. You gotta keep them at a distance. Like, I know what's going on. People realize, like, I don't think they realize, like, I'm just playing into the role. Like, all right, bro, like, this is what's going on right now in this current moment. But like at the long term, like, I really know what's going on. So like, I'm just gonna play into it now.
Oh yeah. But that's good that y'all perceptive enough to know that it's not something that you need to be overly occupied with and worried about. A lot of times you see people, all they talk about is haters and who ain't doing this and who don't support this and who don't. And it's like, listen, you can get wrapped up in that, but that's energy you could be putting towards getting to it. So,
because that's going to happen regardless.
You can put that towards the people that is paying attention to you and reciprocate that for real.
Right. And reciprocate that for real. That's why, I know a few people, see, I watch from afar, like just having a son that's, out there doing things. And I seen, that's another reason that I was drawn to know your story more, is because, my son, if he like people, if they his boys, he got the utmost confidence in them. Like, he's always been like that. If it was sports, I would be telling him, like, dude, that dude suck, man. He like, no, man, he been working out and man, I seen him. That dude's still sorry. You know, but that's just the type of leader he was. And so he just always was like, yeah, my guy, he do these clothes and look at this, man. I was like, man, that's kind of fresh. So
I appreciate
you
that.
know, yeah, for sure. So definitely keep doing what you're doing.
I put star player on.
I see.
Sir, SP, big SP, always. He always got on.
Okay, but what about this bar right here? Y'all help me with this one. Living for the day, a nigga might die tonight. Just because a nigga think I'm a celebrity, they want to rob and jack and try to bury me. It's a few parts to that I want to talk about because I hear a lot of people, young people say it. You know, a while back they used to say YOLO. You only live once, and they ain't worried. They living for the day. But how can you honestly be building something for the future? Because you're trying to secure a future for yourself. So how can you be doing that and still live for the day? Explain that to me from y'all point of view.
I mean, to me, you can't. If you living for the day, that's all you see is today. You don't see, all right, in 15 years, how I'm going to be living, or am I still going to be having to make sure I go to work every single day and don't miss too many hours and can't call off and all of this to make sure that I can pay the bills, or am I going to be somewhere passively making money, just, relaxed, feet kicked up,
Right.
really enjoying life like how you supposed to, like in your latter years. Like you work in the early years so you can be on chill when it's time to be on chill, not still trying to work and make it happen. So it's like they just at some point got to figure out what you really want out of life. If you really just want in the moment stuff, then that's fine. Do what you do. But if you want to build something, you can't build starting at day one every day, because that's what YOLO is. I'm starting at day one every day. I wake up.
Wow. That's a good point. What do you say to that, Zay? Do you think you can live for the day and build something for your future?
I really think it takes like discipline, obedience, and patience for real. Like I was just saying this to myself. I like to speak to myself. I was telling myself the other day, time waits for no one, but in time you must sometime wait. Because like I said, like for my clothing brand, like I
Wait a
wish
minute,
I
Zay,
could,
say that again, because I don't want people to miss that. Say that
They
one
can't
more
go
time.
over their head.
Okay, I got you. Got you. I feel like Deion Sanders. You feel me?
Give it to us one more time.
Said, time waits for no one, but in time you must sometime wait, because you might want the.
Go ahead.
You might want the nice house, the big cars, the gate with the fence, but that that's not gonna come tomorrow. Like also, it's another thing. What was it? Like it's also just part of your story. Like I said earlier, like it's like once you get it, it might take a little bit longer, but once you have it, you're gonna have it forever because it took that long for you to get it. If you get it tomorrow, it might just be for now. I don't want it for now. I want it for the rest of my life.
It'll be gone quick. Yep, you're right. Hey, Play, what have I been telling you since you was about 9? What have I been preaching to you?
You gotta have delayed gratification.
There you go, boy. You listen to something. You don't always practice it, but at least you got it in there. So.
It's still there.
That's good. That's good. I like that though. Time waits for no one, but in time
you must wait.
You must
Sometimes
wait. That's a fact. So, like I said, doing what you do puts you in the spotlight, Mr. Zay. Because star player. So if you're star player, you're in the spotlight. So being in the spotlight, what are the negatives and the positives that come from that?
I think it's kind of like putting a stereotype on me, like my brand, and like people. I feel like people expect me to be some type of way, like flat, but I'm really just like it's really just myself. Like it's not nothing I have on. It's not nothing I bring.
Right.
Like it's really like my energy. What I bring to the table is star player. It's not what I'm wearing that day, or like it's none of that. So I think like this branding myself for people to realize that like you don't have to be this type of way like the world wants you to be for a star. You could be a star in your own type of way, like your own person.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And you know what? you said something about it has nothing to do. Obviously, you do a clothing line, but being a star player is not something that you put on, so to speak. Whatever you put on, you eventually got to take off.
Right.
But it's got to be something in you. You know what I mean? That's gonna be there no matter what's on you. And so that's a wonderful point. What about you, Play? You do music, and you've kind of been at the forefront most of your life as a leader in some sort of way. I'm sure there has to be benefits and drawbacks to that.
Definitely. I would say some of the benefits would be like being in the spotlight. You're gonna be heard. So like, I know it's something that I want to get out, or I want to say, or something I want to show, or anything like that. I know I'm in a place where they at least gonna hear it. Now, how they take it or what they do with it, I don't know. But I know they can at least hear it for good reason. Like if I'm trying to change the narrative or something, or whatever the case may be, or if I'm trying to push a new brand or something, or start my own business, I know I at least got their eyes and ears from the jump. And then some of the cons of that is just like everything you do gonna be and can be criticized, like good or in a bad way. Like people gonna talk about everything you do. Everything you do is just gonna seem like it's the topic of whatever. Like this dude just did it. This dude just did it last week, but not it's Play doing it or is Zay doing it. So it's like,
right.
So
and it also makes you a target too. And this is one of the things.
Get a name from you.
Right. And it just puts a spotlight on you. Like you say, you may be doing some stuff that everybody else doing, but I see Zay, I see him, I see people in his clothes, I see him. So it's like people that have malice and jealousy in their heart and stuff like that. They could do something to anybody, but because you're a name that people can associate with, Zay, he got the clothes, he got the media, or Play, he be rapping and stuff, and so you're an easy target because you're more visible. And so that's why I always tell young people in y'all positions, doing things that y'all doing, chasing extraordinary things, I always tell them, be mindful and be careful, because of that thing right there.
In the world of clout chasing, being somebody in the spotlight is almost one of the worst places to be. In this new era of clout chasing and doing everything for social media and for a name, it's like.
But that's why you got to be mindful. Yeah. So, what was your favorite bars out of that first verse? Tell me what they were and why.
I think it was the second one. We used to say about the scraps and like the struggle part. Like I think the struggle really just it builds like the character of a person. Like I feel like the struggle. I just really love the struggle. I don't know why. Like it's really just a part of me. So that's probably just why.
For sure. You know what somebody said? Everybody wants to be the have-nots. Even the people that have, they want to be the have-nots. They don't want
except for the have-nots.
Except for the have-nots. They want to tell the story of the have-not, but they don't want the obstacles of the have-not. You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to be, I came from nothing, but you don't really want to be that person in real life. They just want the story of the have-not. So
it sounds good. It sells better.
Right. So those of us that really had a struggle or really did come through something, it's that more real to us. I think it resonates so much more with us. So I agree with you in that.
And I think that's why people who do really have that story and they really find out a person's story and they know that that's their story and that's why they often connect. Like it's like a connection with whatever.
Like like-minded people. It's
it's relatable.
Right. Yep. The commonality of it all. Play. What was your favorite bars in that first verse?
Mine would have probably been where he said when he coming in is when everybody just getting up.
Oh no, yeah. Some people are getting up. That's the chorus.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm just getting
yeah.
in.
Because like you said, like I've always been like a night owl. Like I feel like I get my best work done, and like even
Yeah, for
as simple
sure.
as down to back doing schoolwork. Like I'm not gonna do my schoolwork at no time during the day. At nighttime, that's when I can lock in and get in mode. I don't really like studio sessions during the day. Like I can,
Right.
but I like vampire mode nighttime.
It's
They put
different
me in
energy for
mode.
sure.
Yeah, they give me different energy.
It's the truth. You know, when we was doing music, we would go to Kalamazoo and at 6 in the evening, and we walk out of the studio and it be light again. And we like, I ain't nowhere in the world we've been in this studio till the next day. And it
Yes.
was, but it was just like you come out like a vampire. Like the light
Hmm.
is just it hurts your eyes
It hurt.
almost.
Where did all this light come from?
I want to know that y'all really get the cause y'all young. Y'all I don't know if y'all know remember the Flintstones. When he say
I
young
looked it up for
nigga
sure. I had to look it up.
young nigga trying to get rocks like Barney Rubble. This
Hmm.
For sure.
that was my favorite one. But that's good stuff though. We gotta take a quick commercial break. Calling all business owners. Are you looking to spread the word about your business? Do you want to expose your business to a new audience by having your business spotlighted on Behind Bars? Or do you need a dope promo video done? Then Behind Bars is here to help. For a small donation to our jackpot giveaway, you can have your business spotlighted on Behind Bars that is now available on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and more. Or you can get a promotional video done that you can use on your own website. Inbox Behind Bars discussion page on Facebook today for more information. Look, y'all talking like old man. I want y'all to know that y'all got a little, y'all don't talk like 23 and 24-year-olds, but I like that. Y'all got some old souls, so that's pretty dope.
My mama got an old soul.
I
don't know.
did. I always did. You know why? I used to sit and talk to my grandfather all the time, and so that kind of gave me an old soul, and that's where you got it from.
Yeah, free game's the best game.
Yes, absolutely. So let's listen to this last verse because there's only 2 verses. He do a lot of pimp talking at the end of the song, and we're gonna bypass that. But let's listen to this last verse, and then we'll come back and chop it up.
I look up, I can't see the forest for the trees, destined to make it through, regardless of the seeds of evil that's been planted, sprouting concrete walls. So everybody has standstills after all, you playing wrong. Now you having to climb till you can make it. Got the whole road blocking too thick for you to break it, don't fake it. You know it's bad but hard to try to shake it. The candle tempted you to come on, you had to cake it, mistaken. Mr. Do Nothing, Uncle give me some. Your mouth telling me love, but I ain't feeling none. Still in some same positions, I've been faking for years. Now I'm about to put some steak in this meal, deflate my bills. Excusing you hoes who want fame, using you hoes for one thing. How you change, funny why you stayed around. Impatience how you laid me down. Now you expecting the crown of full time, respecting the game. Checking out the curves and change. A turd in the hang that's far worse than a turd in commode. Let that float on, cause that get old.
Seems like daylight is gonna catch me up again.
Gon' catch me up again.
Some people are getting up when I'm just getting in.
It's gon' catch me up again.
Well.
Because I laid it out. He said, well, we talked about the chorus a little bit. Seem like they like gonna catch me up again. Some people are getting up. I'm just getting in. Then he come in. I look up and I can't see the forest for the trees, destined to make it through, regardless of the seeds of evil that's been planted, sprouting concrete walls. So everybody has standstills after all. He come right through it. He come through kicking the door in. Let me ask y'all this. What are some of the minutiae, as they say, the little details of life that sometimes get in the way of the full vision of the ultimate goal. What are some of those things that you find, Zay?
I know for me, like when I was younger, it was definitely the social media and like just
Mm.
seeing. Like for now, like my social media right now, I don't follow the people that party. I don't follow the people that go to clubs or just I don't want to see no toxic nothing on my social
Thank
media
you.
right now. So for me, younger, like seeing people do that
Wait a
every
minute, you
day.
don't follow play then, huh?
Right?
Play the business, play by his
I
business,
don't. You don't see play in the club. Never.
play by his business.
That's now you know something new about your son. Your son ain't been in the club in probably like 8 months.
Oh, I don't talk to my son that often, Zay, so I don't know. No,
Oh,
just, so no, but that's a good point. You said social media. Go ahead.
Yeah, like just like being younger and you seeing that every day, thinking like that. Like, some people it's okay, but I know for me, like the lifestyle I want to live in the future, like doing that every day is not gonna take me to the goals I have and set for myself.
Nope, ain't gonna do a thing for you. But here's what I'm more so talking about. Say, so like there are things that you have that you don't want to do, but you do them in order to be able to do something that you do want to do. So I'm
Okay,
talking about more so about
like my
little
job.
things that are necessary, but they're just small details that you got to do that sometimes you get bogged down in and sometimes maybe lose sight of what your ultimate goal is.
I can say my job sometimes,
Mm,
and just like also just looking at social media and seeing these brand owners that live these lifestyles where they don't have to go to work and clock in. Like, but for me in my lifestyle right now, I have to clock in to support star player. So for
right.
me, like seeing that and like going to work every day and just knowing the lifestyle that I want to live, just be able to create every day and design and just take videos all day instead of selling clothes at a store. And even though like I do like that as well, but there's other things I wish I could be doing at that time. But I know for right now,
Absolutely.
it's one of my dreams, and I need to be there, and it's helping me also with my business communication skills and sales.
Oh yeah, for sure. And sometimes you gotta do something you don't want to do in order to do something you do want to do.
All right, so prepare me
Um,
for it in the future.
yeah, yeah. What are the
yeah.
trees that keep you from seeing the forest as a whole?
I would say for me is just things that I enjoyed in my like early teenage years or like I'm still in early adulthood, but like early teenage years from like 16 to 19, like I just had to realize a lot of that it was fun then. I realized I'm not having fun now because I realized this not getting me to nothing that I say I want to do. Like if
Right.
I if I was to do this every single day, I ain't gonna do nothing but get farther away from what I want to do in life. So it's like it came down to me like what do I really want for real, and a lot of stuff just naturally became not fun no more or just uninteresting to me, and it just really happened naturally. So I had to dissect and nip those things out and pick them out. But it
And
Yeah.
you
just
could group
but
so you could group people into that as well.
yeah, because
Heck
certain
yeah.
because you are who you hang around. Like they say, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. That's been resonating with me for a while now. So it just I distance myself from a lot of people. Like a lot of people don't see me like that no more. They don't really hear from me like that no more. And it ain't even being funny. It's just like I know we ain't on the same time because I know you on what I used to be on.
There's a piece of this bar that I just want to get y'all thoughts on as young people. He says, destined to make it through regardless of the seeds of evil that's been planted, sprouting concrete walls. That's a heavy bar. What do you think he means by seeds of evil being planted and then sprouting concrete walls? Talk about that. Somebody give me some on that.
I think God tests you in mysterious ways. You could plant people, things in your life that could possibly draw you away from things you want to do in your life, and they can overtake you sometimes. But if you can overcome them, like seeds and roots and like the bad ones, they all die. You can all get rid of, so you can overcome that.
That's good. What you think, Play?
To me, I just take it as, um, and as you know, I did a song kind of about it before. I take it as them evil seeds is going to do nothing but, like they said, grow a concrete wall, which is basically something that's hard for like plants or something to grow out of, or like concrete is hard for any wildlife or plants to grow. So I look at it as that's what the evil is gonna make it like for you to try and grow and all of that, versus the right seed is gonna be the soil, it's gonna be water, and all of that for it to sprout.
Right. See, that's interesting, and it's always interesting to get a different generation's view on it. Obviously, I'm older than you all, so when I heard it, I thought it was twofold. I thought it was, along with what you're saying, there are things that are generational, that travel through generations of families, of cultures, and some of those things are toxic. And those seeds that were planted way back, they prevent us from doing stuff that we want to do. So when we're trying to go forward, we running into brick walls. I think also the evil seeds allude to we as African Americans. There are definitely some evil seeds that were planted that still resonate today. And I don't think people always give that. I don't think they give it the importance that it really does hold. And not just for us. I say this too. When we talk about, you all have heard the saying crabs in a barrel when they talk about black. We heard all of that stuff, and basically just talking about how things done back in slavery and post-slavery still affect how we move today and how we treat one another. What they don't talk about though is how things that Caucasian people did and things that their kids seen, like black people hanging from trees and they're only 6 years old. Those same seeds that were planted in them are sprouting up as well. And this is why a lot of times they don't have the compassion for us. They don't see us as equal humans because that same seed has traveled down a generation. And so those evil seeds that have been planted, some by us, some by others, a lot of times they will sprout up a concrete wall. And now you just got to work harder because now you got to bust through concrete. You know what I mean? Instead of walking down an open path or where you can cut through trees or it might be bushes in the way. No, you got to go through a concrete wall,
Like Pac say, thug life. What do you stand for?
Yeah, and that's a fact. So I thought that was a really good bar. Tell me this, though. This is funny when he say, Miss Mistaken, Mr. Do Nothing, Uncle Give Me Some. Who are those people? Who is Miss Mistaken, Mr. Do Nothing, and Uncle Give Me Some? Who are they, Zay?
People who always ask for something but never do no work. The people who don't want to put the work in, that's who they are. People who only want the results but don't want to put the time and the work in to get to where they want to be.
I'm trying to tell you. Who is Miss Mistaken Play?
Miss Mistaken is the woman out there that thinks she's supposed to bear all the fruits of your labor and wasn't around for none of the hard work. That's Miss Mistaken.
I'm about to pull. That is not my son that said that. I'm about to pull you from the line.
Mr. Do Nothing.
Why did you say
Mr.
that?
Do Nothing is the boy from Jordan Lucas' video that he ain't did nothing. He didn't receive everything, but he want everything. And Uncle Give Me Some is Uncle Ice from Page 4.
Man, I see you, son.
Come on, man. I couldn't wait for you to ask me. I couldn't wait for you to ask me.
I hate that I asked you that. I should have moved on. After Zay gave a perfectly sufficient answer. You is so wrong for that.
Appeal to the young viewers.
Oh my gosh, you so wrong for that. That Miss Mistaken took me out. Lord have mercy. He did. He said, your mouth telling me love, but I ain't feeling love. So many people talk love. If everybody that talk love really show love, this would be a lovely world.
Man,
But that's a real thing though. People, you can talk love all day. Love is actually an action. It's an action word. So for sure. So he says, still in some of the same positions I've been facing for years. Now it's time to put some steak in this meal. Talk to me about that.
That's studio labor is coming to you at full force. Like at the end of the workday, coming home to be able to lay down in your nice bed, your nice home, and be able to know that you're going to wake up again and get back right to work.
Right. But tell me this. What are some of the situations that you've seen plague, maybe not just you, because he says still in some of the same positions I've been facing for years. That means for years, nothing has changed. He's probably watched some of that same stuff going with his parents, with his grandparents. What are some of those things that like that, and how does that fuel you in your pursuit?
God's timing is everything. Like God's timing is everything. He's gonna put you where He wants to put you in the exact moment. Everything that happens to you is gonna be for a reason, and that's really the story you gotta learn from the hardships. Everything that you feel stuck, you gotta keep going. You gotta get through it. You gotta get out of the mud. Gotta get out the mud. You gotta get some traction going. Gotta get some motion. Always moving forward, never moving backwards.
Facts.
to piggyback on that, basically, something got to change. You got to look at what you or what everybody around you or that's been in generations been doing. That's the same for all of these years, because that's why you're in the same position, because you're
Right.
doing the same thing. So you got to sit and think, what do I need to change? Like you say, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Right. And that's so true. Somebody got to decide that, because once you do something different, you have now set a new precedent that can be passed down. You didn't set a new path now once you decide to step out and do something different. And so that's a very good point. Let me ask you this. How many times have daylight? Look, they used to have a saying when I was a kid. We go out to play, we go out, they say, don't let dark catch you. In other words, your butt better be back before dark. How many times have daylight caught y'all coming in?
Man, a lot. And I can say, honestly, I'll say firsthand, to start, it really wasn't for all of the right reasons, but
right.
I've been caught by daylight plenty of times, but new things and new routines got me into getting that ratio where it needed to be, to where I overtake that old ratio, but definitely
right.
Daylight a number of times.
For sure. What about you, Zay? Is it a normal thing, or is it, daylight catch you outside? Daylight catch you still out moving and shaking, and it's like he say, some people just getting up and you just walking through the door.
Right. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, like you working, like you sometimes get I like to get my work done before I go do anything else. So as long as you get your work done, like, and then you get back, like, that's no problem to me.
For sure. So here's the thing about daylight to me. Daylight ain't gonna catch me too many times right now. I'm just be honest. I didn't get too old for daylight to catch me. But there was a time when you might be somewhere, because we used to go to the club, and then we used to go to the after party, and then after the after party, it was another spot you went to. So, like you say, not for the right reasons. And the thing that used to get me would be when you hear that bird chirp.
I
Man,
know
you hear that?
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
It's time to lay it down. I know how to be like,
I got the blackout curtains. My room be so dark, and then you just hear that. It'd be crazy.
Right. Even if it's just like you hear that bird chirping and your eyes are still wide open, you're like, oh, this is crazy, man.
That's like the street lights coming on for real.
Right. The street, everything is changing. Everything's switching over. Birds chirping, lights going off. You like, man, if you don't go to bed.
Go to bed.
Yeah, like up like a meth addict. I'm like, what is going on?
Feeling stupid.
That's funny.
Some
But
days I just go on and start the next day, roll over into the next day.
man, let me tell you something. I would encourage y'all though, and this is with all seriousness. Get as much rest as you can feasibly get. And you want to be in good health and you want to live to see the fruit of your labor. You know what I mean? So if you're not eating well, if you're not sleeping well, if you're not tending to your physical body and all like that, it's like, are you going to be well enough to even enjoy the fruit of your labor? You see what I'm saying? So you want to, that's why I say you got to have the right balance of mental, spiritual, physical, and emotional health. So don't discount the benefits of a good night rest. That's just my lecture for y'all about taking care of yourselves, because it matters. Now, Zay, we talked about star player and you said some stuff earlier that I really liked, but I just want to kind of drill back down into that. What's the mission of the Star Player clothing brand? What's the mission of that? Every company has a mission statement, so kind of just sum up that.
Our mission is really just to make people fly across the world, have confidence in yourself by doing it. Anything you do, just have confidence in yourself. That's what I want people to have. And I hope that my clothes bring them that confidence that even when they take my clothes off, that they know that at the end of the day that you're still a star player. You just gotta have that mindset. You could take the clothes off, go back to sleep, wake up, just normal day. Wake up, still a star player. No matter what you went through the next day or the last day, what you're about to go through, what you're about to face in the next couple hours, you're still a star player no matter what you're going through.
Still a star player. I like that. Still a star player. So then, who is the person in your mind when you, and I know your goal is to get as many people in it as possible, but who is the person that you really want to see sporting star player? If you see them in star player, you like, that's what it's about right there.
The hustlers, like the Pat Beverleys on the court, the one that's gonna go get the ball when it's on the court, that's just dribbling, who's gonna dive on it. Like I want him on my team. Yeah, he gonna work.
Yeah,
I need that.
Cause he gonna work. I like work. That. He gonna work. That's what's it. Cause one way or another, you got to work. Ain't no way around work. You got to work. You got to work hard, and you got to be patient, and you will get to where you're going. It takes perseverance. It takes patience and being steadfast in it. But I like that, the one that worked. What is the vision of Star Player Media?
I want to give people visions who are not able to see things like I do. So like they just bring me a small piece of what they have in their mind, and just for me to lay that out for them completely in the way they want it to be. I want to be able to read people's visions and like relay it in the way that they want it to be. Right.
Like, just explain to me how Star Player Media functions. Like what is it exactly that you do? So just so for my information.
My aspiration is really just not to be boxed. I could go and direct a movie if I wanted to. I could go and edit a movie. I could go and film the movie. Like whatever you need me to do. If you just want me to be on set, I can give you some ideas. If I like any way I can help. I don't want to be boxed any type of way, and that's really just my aspirations with anything I do.
For sure. Do you release your lines for Star Player? Do you do like the traditional spring collection? Here's the winter. I'm about to release the winter stuff. How are you kind of setting up your releases with it?
Right now it's really just based off what I'm wearing, like, and what I see other people wearing. That's what because I work in a like expressed, so I get like the notes for the spring and the fall, so I can see all that just being in my store. So if I see people want short sleeves like around then, I need to get some short sleeves like right now. I'm also starting to, as I get deeper into the business, planning for the future, and like next fall, I'm getting into my summer stuff right now. But I also need to start planning for next fall, so I have that stuff on hand and on demand.
Right. So you can just roll it out.
Right.
how did you get this part-timer here, my part-time co-host? How did he get to he a brand ambassador? I'm like, well, how he get the gig?
I'm starting a program. I am gonna make him a brand ambassador for sure. But honestly, I think it had to have been a party because I'm in the frat, so I used to go out. I had to meet him at a party. We could like just
wait a minute. Shout your frat out. Iota Phi Theta, man, best friend in the world. You feel me? But
yeah, my boy.
Yeah, he be with us. But I had to meet him somewhere out, and we just connected because he just, like we said, like-minded people connect.
And right. I think really how it was while he was still online to join the frat.
Jared.
Yeah. He was on AD, right?
Yeah, my AD.
Yeah, they AD. I went to school with the AD, and he had one of the hats on. It was the trucker hats. I'm like, who hat is that? He's like, oh, this is one of my Neos. He got a clothing line. I ain't gonna lie, his stuff hard. I from right then I said, bro, I need that hat.
You always show love.
Ever since then.
The first hat I gave him was at a party. Like I had it in my car. I literally went to my car. I had the picture on my phone still to this day. Like I was taking a picture of him outside the party. He wearing, like, he's just holding it up. That's just love. I appreciate that.
As soon as I seen him, I was like, Jared, ain't that him? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, I need one of them hats, like right now.
On site.
Right now. If you got one right now, I'm buying it right now. Yeah, I would.
So you took those? Did you take those pictures of him and all of that star player gear?
Yeah, that was my whole campaign. I created, designed that whole campaign for sweatsuits. So like anything, I feel like I could do anything really.
That was fresh. That was
studio,
real fresh.
He recorded the video, took pictures, edited it, and mixed it all together. All of that for that studio.
Oh, that remix or whatever you did. Yeah.
He just called me up like, bro, I need you to come do this real quick. I was like, no problem. And got it done.
It was 2 hours notice. I think no more than 2 hours notice. I called him and told him.
Wow. So how does somebody order Star Player, or do you do everything custom, or is there like a place that they can go and look and say, I want to get this shirt, that hat, you know?
I do have a website. It's www.starplayeruniverse.com. It's a Star Player universe we taking over, so I have to go put it on the website.
Star Player Universe, I like that. We need some more star players running around. Y'all need to go give them that website one more time.
StarPlayerUniverse.com, or you could DM me at Zay Booker on the screen and
just tap in with it. It ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying?
Play. Let us see what you got on. Play wearing Star Player today.
No, windbreaker. He might have more Star Player than I do. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying, Zay. You didn't come on here with nothing. Good thing he had it on.
I'm kind of rebranding right now. So he got like the good exclusive OG pieces, but right now I'm kind of getting into my new stuff. So it's coming.
No,
I got you.
I go in my closet for Star Player. I can go deep
all day.
No, that's fresh. I like that.
Windbreaker.
So I ask a lot of people this question when they come on here. When you've done your last lap around the sun, what do you want people to say about Zay Booker?
I want them to be like, what can Zay do? Zay could do everything. If you wanted him to do that, he could go and do that. If you want him to go and do that, Zay go call Zay. You feel me? I want it to be do it all, man, all around LeBron James.
Call Zay. 1-800
call Zay.
Hey, 1-800 call Zay. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Zay. I'm so excited that you dropped through here, Zay.
Thanks for having me.
But you ain't off the hook just yet. Now we still got trivia. We still got trivia to go, and we're gonna let Big Play help you only as an emergency, because these questions are surrounding the podcast and Play My, and so we don't want Phelan to give you the answers right off top, but he can help you. There's 4 questions. It's $10 for each question. Every right answer you get, we put money in the bank. So it's all on you, Zay.
Let's get paid.
It's all on you. First question. How many children does Play My have?
How much time I got?
Huh?
How much time do I have?
Well, your time was up. I'm just.
All right, I'm gonna say 3 kids.
You know what? I'm mad at you, Zay. I look like I got 3 kids.
No, ma'am.
I'm about to have beef with Mr. Star Player. Mrs. Star Player. That is incorrect. That is incorrect. We're gonna give you one more chance.
Okay.
Player, you can't help him with this one now. I'm gonna give you one more chance.
I got a 50-50.
It's lower.
One more chance.
It's lower. That's your chance right there. How many kids does Play Ma have?
Only one.
There you go. One kid.
$10.
I only got one big head child, and that's Mr. Play himself. We put money in the bank. They ain't got nothing to do with Play Ma. That ain't got nothing to do with Play Ma. So we got $10 in the bank. All right. Question number 2. How did Play Ma get her name?
It had to be from football stands or something.
I feel like I don't know. We gotta give
you
him
don't know what?
I don't know.
Or something.
Okay. How did Play Ma get her name?
From her son, Big Play, of course.
We gonna give him that. We gonna give him that.
I want to give him some points though because he was in the right direction for how I got.
He was in the right direction. Big Play got his name from sports, and then I'm Play Ma. So they was calling him Play, so I'm Play Ma. We giving them points for that. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. All right.
Get your points up.
Question number 3. It's going to be a tricky one here. How many years has Play Ma been married?
Seven.
Oh. Don't do me like that, Zay. Don't do me like that, Zay. Don't do me like that. One more time. Help him out, Play. Help him out a little bit. Zay, this is a trick question and I can't give you the points for that. Play Ma is single. Play Ma is not married.
I forgot the trick question part.
You didn't catch on that. Never been married. Play Ma is a bachelorette. That's all right though. We got 2 out of the 3.
We got
the last one. We got $20 in there, and I think we got last episode. I think we put 30 in there, and so now we got 20. Here's question number 4.
All right.
Play Ma asks 3 questions to open every show. Ooh. She says, "What's up? What's fly?" And what else does she say? I said it today.
What's popping?
What'd you say?
What's popping?
You close though. You close. A little less cool.
What do they say down south?
I'm from the.
Think about T.I.
Got it, Zay. Just a little less cool.
T.I. and down south.
What's happening?
What's up? What's fly? And what's happening? You got that. And because I like you, Mr. Zay, that's 3 out of the 4. And we're going to add a bonus question. And if you get this bonus question right, then we have swept the board today. So 4, so we can get the whole 40 in the tank. One last bonus question. Play Ma says at the end of every episode, a life lived is a what?
A life journey.
A life lived is a. Think about the name of the show.
Life behind bars.
A life lived. He tried it.
That's close.
Zay, you tried it, but that is not the answer. That is not the answer, Mr.
Wait, you said I
Zay.
can help him. I ain't helped him on one yet.
Okay, you didn't have. You can't.
Is the bar.
Okay.
A life lived
Made a big
is-
play. Big play.
Big play for the score and the win. That is $40 in the jackpot this week. Thanks to Mr. Zay Booker, Mr. Star Player himself. I thank you so much for following through with me, Mr. Zay. I want you to stick around after I let you go. Don't leave me just yet, but I want y'all to remember. Give them one more time the website where they can order the clothes.
StarPlayerUniverse.com, because it's Star Player Universe and we're taking over.
Because it's a Star Player Universe and he's taking over. And make sure you go follow him on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
Zay Booker.
Zay
Star Player
Booker.
Media and Star Player the
Player
brand as well.
Media. Follow all of them pages. Are you on any other platforms?
Not right now. No.
Not right now. He's a player, Star Player on Instagram. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate it. I really like your spirit. I like your energy. And I am going to be praying that Star Player do exactly what you wish that it does. I want y'all to give another round of applause for Mr. Zay Booker. Mr. Play?
What's happening?
It was so good to have you join us this week.
It's good to be back.
It's good to have you back. I enjoy it. I always enjoy when you're on, and I appreciate you introducing Mr. Zay to me, because that young man, I think, is just the type of company that you need right there.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, two star players together. And so, players, is there anything you want to tell the people before I let you go? Anything you got coming up? You want to shout it out real quick?
I've been holding out, y'all. I promise I've been holding out. But new music is finally on the way. New videos. All of that back on the way. So
all of that back on the way soon. So y'all make sure. For sure. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in with Big Play. I actually got Big Play. You know, his music is always our intro. So that's not new music, but Big Play is on the intro once again. That's what we're gonna do every season. Any season, if we bring out a new intro, it's always gonna be either Big Play music or it's gonna be Play My Music. So that's what we're doing. Thank you so much, Play, for coming through. Y'all give it up for Mr. Big Play. Man, that was dope. I really like young people. I like their energy. I like their enthusiasm. And that young man is going somewhere. And I'm so excited to have he and Play collaborating on that clothing line. It's fresh. So y'all make sure y'all go check it out and show the young man some love. You know, we trying to uplift young people in everything that they trying to do. They trying to do positive things and they need our support. So let's get behind Mr. Zay Booker and Star Player. That's all. That's all the time we have this week. You have been tuned in to the podcast that goes behind the bars of local as well as international artists and discusses the culture in real time. Because as I always say, a life lived, it's a bar. We out.
Lego. Play. Yeah. Big bags, big checks all summer with a big bag. Big checks all summer with a bad bag. She a gangster and a woman, she get real classy. Waivers needed no discussion, she get real nasty. For real when I don't own it. Big bags, big checks all summer. Big bags, big checks all summer with a bad bag. She a gangster and a woman.
Big bags, big coops all summer. Your man's bumming, hit him with a bag of something. Big gun.
Play.